So hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and today I'll be doing my Panda's eyeshadows update. I know you can hear the construction outside because I can, and there's just nothing I can do about it. They shut off our water because there's been water leaking for weeks, and so we're pretty much without water for like 10 hours, so fun times. But we're gonna get started with the products that I used up first. I'm going to go in the order that I drew these products. So I believe we still have some products from the very first video, so the intro, and I'll just go from there. And I do have some bonus as well. I was really surprised by one of them, so I'm just going to get into this video with the first eyeshadow I drew, which is from the Too Faced Hot Buttered Rum palette. I'm going to put I'm gonna put in what it looked like in the last update, except it's not really the last update because I always forget to do the close-up shots right after I film this video. I always do it like 10 days to midway through, so I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. The shade I drew is called Whipped Cream, and it is this shade right here. As you can see, there's like a significant dent or dip, but I don't think I'm going to hit pan on this anytime soon. Well, I don't think I'm going to hit pan on this within the next update, even just because of how I use this. I only use it on my inner corner, which I have it on today, and yeah, I don't even put it on my inner corner all the time. Like if I'm doing my green eyeshadow look, I don't wear it, so yeah. This will probably be in this project for until the end of the project. I might even debate keeping this in and just, having it as like a permanent eyeshadow in this project until, I don't know, the end of the year, even if I do hit pan on it, just because I will not get any use out of this. I guess I should swatch this. That's what it looks like. It's so light on me. And there we go. So this is eyeshadow number 1. So I used this a total of 62 times. So I used this 22 times in the last update. And the next eyeshadow that I have comes from the Clover palette by Too Faced. The shadow is Lucky Clover. I previously used this, 10 times, and in this update I used it 9 times for a total of 19 uses. And I did hit pan. Look at that. It's a baby pan, I know, but it's still pan and I don't want to use this anymore. So yeah, 19 uses seems to be the lucky number of uses that it takes for me to hit pan, which I find very interesting. So yeah, just one more look at it because this is one of my proudest pans. I'm really glad to roll this out. And I do have 2 bonus pans from this palette, so I don't know if I accidentally flashed them when I was closing this the first time, but the second time I tried not to show it. Now I have pans from my first update, I do have pans, but these are shadows from the first update. So one of them comes from the Huda Beauty new nude palette. The shadow I was working on was called, called Kinky. So I previously used this 13 times, and this update I used this 14 times for a total of 27 uses to hit pan on. So this is what it looks like now. I actually hit pan this morning, so wait, shit, where is it? Right here. I'm so used to my pans being on this side of the palette, but as you can see, there is a pan. I don't support Huda. I feel the need to say this because both of my Huda products are in here, and that's all I own from Huda. 2 eyeshadow palettes. I really want to get rid of both of them by the end of next year, just because I don't support her anymore. Oh yeah, today I have my, balcony as my background because I wanted to show you how orange it is outside, but it's not really picking up on camera, but it is so cool. It's like overcast, and it looks like you're just looking at the world through orange lenses, and I think it's really pretty, but everyone else is freaking out. So I don't know what that says about me, but yeah. The fourth eyeshadow I drew, which comes from the second video, first update, is from the palette, the Wet n Wild Nude Awakening palette. I really like the formula of Wet n Wild's eyeshadows, at least from this palette. And the shadow is actually the one, is number 5 on the back, but I counted wrong when I was picking it. I previously used this 8 times, and in this update I used it 11 times, which means I did hit pan. I feel like 11 is just a lucky number. Oh, actually I used this 12 times, but I hit pan on the 19th use, so I don't know what it is. So when I hit pan, it was a very small pan, then I used it like one more time just so that, you know, I could widen the pan and also get use out of it. I have so many pink eyeshadows like this across my, across my eyeshadow palettes. I don't know why. I don't even wear it that much because it doesn't show up on me. It's really, really light. The 5th eyeshadow I drew last time comes from the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. Sorry, not New Nudes, New Nude palette. And it is a shade Secret, so this one right here. I used it 12 times, so I'm actually wearing it today. There's a little bit of a dip. It wasn't really used previously. I think I only dipped into it to swatch it. What I don't like about this palette is that it forms hard pan very easily, but like the shadow underneath is still fine. Yeah. So I'm wearing it all over my lids today. I honestly don't think I'll hit pan on this anytime soon because of the next shadow, which comes from another Huda palette, like I said. This is the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette. I broke my notebook for this palette, and at the time I didn't regret it. And now looking back, if I had known in depth how horrible a person Huda is, I don't think I would have purchased this. But I used the shade is number 6. There's no names for this one, and I used it 6 times, and I hadn't used it at all previously. And this is what it looks like now. It's this shadow right here. There is a bit of a dent, but as you can see, it's orange. So for this shadow, I kind of want to. Sorry, my stomach just growled. For this shadow, I kind of want to get use out of it right now because I feel like now is a good time to use it. I actually have another eyeshadow that I would rather work on over this one. I know this will get a lot of use in October if I don't have pan in it by then, but yeah, because October is the real orange month. Bonus stage! They're both from this Clover palette, so they're on my list of disqualified eyeshadows. First shadow that I hit pan on, or the first bonus pan I have is from here. This is Spoiled from Too Faced, the Clover palette, and I'm really impressed that I was able to hit pan, like such a big pan on this. I used it a lot with this green eyeshadow over here, like on my lower third of my eyelid to kind of create a cut crease for my really colorful mermaid like eyeshadow look, and I'm really impressed with that pan. That is bigger than these 2 pans, so yeah, there's that. Okay, and then the second one, you can kind of see it. It's Wet Kisses. The pan is very small, but you can see it, right? It's like right in the center. I used this a lot with the eyeshadow from here because it's orange, and that's how I hit pan. There's already a dip in it anyway, so I just decided to dig in the same spot for pan. And what I've discovered is I don't really like this orange compared to some other oranges I have in my collection, so I would rather get more use out of those oranges than this one. Plus I don't know if this is not that great just because it's like 2 at this point. So any disqualified eyeshadow is an eyeshadow that has either pan in it or was a similar color to what I just rolled out. So I have like a lot of them here. They're getting louder, but I can't really do anything about it. So I have a random number generator set between 1 and 91. You can't really see it because I guess the contrast is too bright, but let's get started. So First eyeshadow is number 6. Wow, that is right between the eyeshadows that I said I couldn't pick. I'm only picking 2 eyeshadows. I know that sucks, but that's just how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna remember this because there's only 2. So there's 6 and let's see the next one. 51. Okay, so luckily these 2 are not disqualified, so I'm gonna go find out what they are and then I'll be right back. So I am back and it didn't take me that long to find these shadows because there's only 2 of them and I already have one of them out. Number 6 comes from this palette. Of course they start again when I'm talking. From the Clover palette. It is the shade Paw Print. Yes, okay, so Paw Print is this shadow right here. Let me just cover this mirror. It is this eyeshadow right here, the one with the deep dent in it. I was really hoping I would get this eyeshadow because it is like already well loved, as you can see. I feel like it's a really good time of the year to use this, so I will be using it. You know, I probably will be prioritizing this shadow over any other shadow just because it's older and should be loved a bit more before it goes bad. And I also have dupes for this in like at least one other palette, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna swatch it. I did swatch the other shadow off camera, my other Huda palette shadow, so that's what I have so far. Okay, and now for this one, I think I can use this finger. Oh my god, this shadow is still as nice as I remember. You know, it looks kind of similar to the one on top. So that's what I'm working with. Okay, and the last eyeshadow comes from this e.l.f. quad. I have an update after this, but I picked the 3rd eyeshadow from the left, so that would be this one right here. I'll just use my pinky to swatch it. I feel like the problem with these e.l.f. eyeshadows is everyone raves about them. I think they're overhyped, definitely. But like, see how well it swatches? It does not do that on a brush. So yeah, these are the eyeshadows I have to work with. They're very cohesive, which I really appreciate. Okay, but this palette. You see this brown shadow? I have not used it a single time. Let me see if I can get it to focus. I have not used this stupid brown eyeshadow a single time, but it's crumbling at the corners, and every time I open up this palette, I end up with brown eyeshadow everywhere, just all over my stuff, and it just makes a mess. I don't know how or why, but I want to get rid of it just this one eyeshadow, because I almost debated throwing away this whole, why is it so bright? I almost debated throwing away this whole eyeshadow palette just because it was giving me such a nightmare. Like on the back it's all smudged and stuff like that, and I would just somehow end up with brown eyeshadow on my ankles after doing makeup, and so it was really weird. And so yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's not like it's a color I would really use anyway. I know it would make like a pretty good brown, like a brow shade, but my current brow pencil doesn't really require eyeshadow on top of it to make it stay in place all day. So I'm just gonna destroy this. I think for 75 cents I can just get rid of it. It's not like it's gonna make a huge impact in my life anyway, and it's not a hard eyeshadow to find if I wanted to get a color like that. So yeah, I'm gonna move this out of this project so it's like disqualified. And yeah, that's everything. So once again, this is what I have to work with. I'm really excited because this is so nice. Like, this is perfect for fall. Well, okay, maybe not this eyeshadow right here, but I think it's perfect for fall. And yeah, anyway, that's everything. I'm going to put my what's it called, my pan percentage total somewhere here, where my plants are in the background. I'm pretty sure it went down though, because I did get some new eyeshadow palettes that didn't get rolled into this project, so I'm a little sad, but you know, what can you do? You'll be able to see it in my next video, I think. I'll be doing what I got recently. I did buy quite a few things, even though I said I wasn't going to, and I did also get some things from a friend, like we swapped makeup. So that's everything. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!